Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we got some really interesting stuff to talk about, but first, I want to thank you all for reaching 30,000 subscribers. We just hit it, I think, a day ago or so, and we've been doing or trying to get there for such a long time that I really appreciate you guys pressing that subscribe button, pressing the like button on every video, and also always commenting and supporting the channel. Now, before we get into today's episode, I do also want to mention that there is a second channel which is called Dusty Finance. And now, even though I have not posted on here for quite a little bit, I actually am planning to make some more really cool videos for on here. They have no advertisements, they're completely free to watch. I'm not selling you anything. It's just some cool stuff that I think is really worth it to watch for anybody in the crypto space or that's into finance generally. Then, the first article of today. It's from Kevin Dixon on Twitter or at KD_Wall. He says, notice how the top 0.1% of XRP holders have bought more XRP in the recent days. The rest of the XRP rich list were selling. This gives you a hint of what the smart money or whales are doing. Here's the rich list stats, last updated a little bit ago. XRP owned by the top 100 accounts is 36.6 billion or 72% of the outstanding supply. And then if we go down a little bit, you can see here the 0.01% top of the accounts, balance of 19.3 million XRP in this case, or greater than or equal to 19.3 million XRP. In this case, you can see they've gotten a big increase in this number, so to say, or in the numbers. And for the rest of the other accounts, or I don't know the English word for it, but here the rest of the categories, I should say, of all the accounts have gotten a decrease. What this is kind of showing us here is that for all the others, it is most likely the case that, yeah, they're selling or at least not holding so well, whilst for the top richest percentage, yeah, they're doing pretty damn fine to say the least, or at least they're trying to get up there. And that's maybe the point that they're trying to make here. The guys at the top might know something we don't. If we look at the crypto list here, and this article was most likely from yesterday, or this tweet, or is it from today? Don't even know. It depends on where. I still don't know how Twitter works. Is this my time or their time when they posted it? I don't know. I think it's my time, right? Should probably be. Maybe it's American time. I don't know, but XRP is doing pretty damn good ever since that tweet came out, most likely. It's again up 5% on the day, almost reaching 30 cents. And Bitcoin here is just a little bit above 10,000. Ethereum up 9% on the day. And XTZ is again doing extraordinarily well. This coin is so ridiculously crazy. There's so much going on for that one. I still need to buy a little bit more of that, I think. But keeping it to XRP here, I think the wheels know some we don't. I guess they already took a little bit of their profit just now within the last couple hours, but there's still a lot more to come. And hey, who are you gonna trust, right? The guys with billions of dollars or some random Andes on the internet? Jungle Inc. came to Twitter to say, this is Billy's sell orders for XRP in 2016 and his buy orders from 2018. Don't be a Billy. And if you check it out right, you should read it from the bottom to the top. Here's two sell orders. One sell order of 4,800 XRP, $28 worth, for a average price of XRP of $0.006. Then on the 12th of, I guess, is it that way around? I don't know. Is this American notation or Europe notation? I don't know. It's the other way around. You guys tell me actually if it's August or December. Well, we could check with the prices, but it doesn't matter too much for right now. We could just say we could just skip that part. He sold another 60,000 XRP, $350 worth for $0.006 per XRP. And then in 2018, I guess now I see this. So the middle one is the month. 7th of January. He bought XRP for $2.78 per piece, $1,100 worth for only 400 XRP, and then 4 days later, another $500 worth of XRP for only 250 XRP at about $2 each. you could kind of see where he made a little bit of a mistake or he goofed up, right? He sold all of his XRP at 0.006 cents, and now he had to buy back a couple years later at $3. You know how much profit he would have made if he held this? This 60,000 would have been worth about $180,000, and now he only sold it for 350. He most likely, hurt himself, or at least in terms of tears, because that's I can already taste somebody's cries from that. That's definitely hurtful. It hurts me already. XRP receives Australian love as market volume overtakes Bitcoin's. It was spotted that XRP's volume had trumped that of Bitcoin's to reach 7.24 million Australian dollars on BTC markets. I just find it really interesting that this article came out like 2 days after the event happened. Like, we already talked about it on Twitter, we already talked about it in videos and stuff, and then like 2 days later, this article shows up. So a little bit of a thumbs down for that. They're really slow with this news on here, on Tron Weekly. XRP Owl, or King Solomon, says, RIA money transfer, #RippleNet, joins Australian Post Network via the Bank 99 partnership. This will enable customers to send remittances from 700 of the bank's post offices / partner locations through RIA's global network of 400,000 locations across 160 countries. Live May 4th. And there's 2 little articles in here to explain exactly what he just did above. The official launch will take place on April 1st, 2020, and with selected branches offering the service by 4 May of 2020. All right, so it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. He's saying, correction, Austrian, because here he said Australian, but it's supposed to be Austrian. All right. Crypto Bull 2020 put on Twitter, all the charts I'm looking at show the same outcome. XRP will moon in 2020. And I actually find this a little bit more interesting than I used to find it. Because whenever somebody talks about mooning at a certain point in a time or year, I always give them a little bit of a laugh. Because I'm like, yeah, sure, it could happen anytime, right? But right now, these charts and even the prices that we've been seeing in the last couple of weeks here are doing so extremely good. And if you check market cap here since the beginning of the year, it's looking so damn juicy that there is really quite a little bit of a chance that this whole ordeal of lower prices every day is going to be over, right? Because I don't know how often this happens, but these prices are doing so extremely good for like 2 months in a row now that there is a possibility this is going to continue on further, all right? And then we're going to see some real nice money again. I'm hoping to the best of my ability that it is going to be that way, because that would be so good, guys. Oh, think back at those bull run prices, man. Even with the slightest amount of XRP, it felt so rich. It felt so rich. That's so insane. We started at 20 cents, or not even 20 cents, 19.3 at the beginning of this year. And this year is already like almost 2 months ago already. Right now we're up, like, where's year to date? I don't think there's a percentage for year to date, but right now we're at about 29 or 30 cents. It's just so insane. We're like 50% up since the beginning of the year. What the frick? Last month we're 30% up. This is so good. This is so good. Nebraskan Gooner put on Twitter, crazy that XRP is going to reach 589 in the next few weeks. And I think that's just a joke. I'm hoping that's just a joke. A little bit of satire. But yeah, I think so. I mean, looking at the memes here, I think there's some people joking around about this. Here, XRP Moon, definitely. 589, definitely. That's just some satire, some jokings. I like it. The tweet got a lot of likes, I see. Now I think it's just all for jokes and giggles and laughs, right? There should not be I don't think we should be too serious with this type of stuff. Because 589 is definitely something it's definitely something interesting. Is he very famous? 40,000. All right. Sorry guys, I didn't know that. But yeah. And then we have Angelo BTC, who says, my minimum take profits as we approach 2021. For Bitcoin is going to be $30,000. For Ethereum is going to be $500. For XTZ it's going to be $10. And for XRP it is going to be $1 per piece. Good luck. Have fun. And I like this a lot as well. Because every time I think about take profits for XRP, it's always a difficult battle. And there was another tweet that I had open earlier from XRP Owl. XRP out, I think it was, which had to do with at one point you would sell your XRP or at least cash some out. But the last time I asked that on Twitter or talked about it in a video, a lot of people in the comment section were like, yeah, either I'm never selling, or as I concluded in the video as well, you would want XRP to go up to a certain point, but also far enough in the future where you can just pay everything you would want with XRP. At that moment, you would not have to ever cash out, and that would most likely be the preferable result, depending on exactly what your goals are. But that's also the thing, like, minimum take profits here, does he mean he wants to take out everything or just a small piece? Because if you want to take out a small piece, I would say anything double from what your average price is at is fine, right? To at least take a couple of dollars out, maybe to recoup a little bit of your initial investment, depending on how much you put in. But I would always be cautious and careful with how much you actually take out, because once you take it out, there's no gaining in it anymore. And that's also the bad part with taking out money as it reaches $1. Because if it can reach $1, right, as a lot of people will agree with me here, it can most likely reach $4 again as well, right? Because $1, people say, oh, it's going to be impossible now. You know, since crypto is not hypey anymore, we're never going to reach $1 per XRP. If it does, though, you can almost certainly tell it's going to get to $4, aka all-time high, back again as well at some point in the future. So anything you buy right now, you know, you're buying at like 4 times as expensive. If you buy a Lamborghini, for example, once XRP hits $1, you still need a frick ton of XRP, by the way, then, if you would like to do that, then your Lamborghini is going to be 4 times as expensive once XRP hits $4, because you spent all that XRP on buying that stupid thing, right? And that's, I guess, the biggest regret people are going to be having. Same actually for the screenshot that we showed. Which one was it here? From Jungle, which has to do with just selling at the wrong time, all right? You sell low and you buy back higher. It's going to be that FOMO that's going to be kicking in, right? You sell at $1, which at that point might look extremely good, extremely nice, but at one point in the future, it might look like the stupidest thing you ever could have done, right? Because here in 2016, this looked like a pretty smart move, right? He took a little bit of profits right there. It was a pretty nice, pretty nice idea. And then a couple years later now, he looks like a freaking dumbass, because he could have gotten, you know, 20 times as much, no, a lot more times more money. This is 60,000 XRP at least, right? 60,000 XRP. It got to $4. Do a little bit of quick math right there. 4 times $60,000, right? 4 times that, $240,000 that he could have had. And he only got about 1,500. Okay, now he didn't actually buy, but no, wait, actually, no, this is even worse. He sold it for $370-ish or $380-ish dollars, $390-ish dollars. He got, oh no, that's what he sold it for. That's what he got in his pocket. But he bought it back then for about, I guess, $1,600 or so. But he sold 60,000 XRP, or about 63-ish, whatever. And he bought back about 650 for 3 times as much money, 4 times as much money. Yeah, that's pretty damn sad if you think about it. He could have taken $240,000 in profit. He actually took a little bit of a of a big loss, a big rip for him right there. I guess this Billy is gonna hate himself for the next couple of decades. But yeah, you know, maybe he was already rich as could be. You don't know what his personal situation is. Maybe he needed those $300 like there was no tomorrow. You know, maybe this was the only choice he had. Maybe he just didn't know anything about crypto. Who knows? We don't. All we can do is judge afterwards, because that's all we get to see. Guys, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more daily crypto content. You can subscribe to Dusty Finance, but also to my normal Dusty BC Crypto News. Yes, I changed the name to Crypto News behind there to make it more easy to understand that on this channel we're covering daily crypto news. There's going to be some other videos coming up, I think, for some other crypto, because here I've been too busy just doing XRP. I want to do more of these, you know, where I cover general crypto stuff, just because I think some people would really enjoy it as well. At least I know I would if I was, you know, subscribed to somebody. But let me know about that in the comment section. Would you like more XRP only, or some other coins as well? Should we talk about others? Let me know, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very nice day.